When you choose any profession, to be excellence in that profession is always important. So now that if you choose as a teacher, you should be excellent in that profession. To become excellent in that profession, being a teacher, what is the basic qualities required is more important. So understand what is the basic qualities required for the best teacher. The second slide says, importance of striving for excellence. Striving for excellence is trying to do your best in your role as a teacher. It is important that you do your best and produce an excellent work. This will increase your confidence and esteem as well as result in praise, good grades, and other monetary benefits and so on. So what are the basic qualities, few qualities which is required for the best teacher? One is confident, innovative, resilient, perceptive, reflective, humble, curious, and inclusive. So let's understand one by one characters very briefly what it really means in our life being a teacher. Confident. See, you want to go and stand in front of the school classrooms, in front of the students. Maybe the students have an interest or may not have interest. In that sort of students, you have to go and stand up and speak. You really need a guts, and that guts is for confidence. And you should have that basic confidence to go and stand in front of the school, classroom. Of course, for a period of experience you will get, but still that degree of confidence is needed to upfront. There is nothing worse than the teacher who does not look like or he she know what they are talking about that. The moment if they come to know, if you are not speaking about what you don't know, students will understand quickly and they will not trust you. So now anybody, whether teacher or student, anybody can make out in a few minutes what they're talking about that. So the real stuff, what you have also is an important, and with that stuff, you should stand as a confidence. Next, coming to the innovative. For any profession, not only teacher, you any profession you want to be excellent, the basic one important quality for any profession is required is innovative. You should be very innovative in what profession you are doing that. So being a teacher, you should be innovative in a teaching. I know there is already university subscribed syllabus, but you should be an innovative way of teaching it, presenting it, or maybe making them to understand different way of explaining to that sort of a stuff, creativity, innovation is required in our profession, and the teaching is only looking interest, or students will get attracted only when you teach the same subject very innovative way with the current level of examples and which attracts the students. Resilient. The next quality is a resilient. Resilient is something you should be able to recover back. I know whatever the experience you have, you will go through some sort of a mistakes, hurdles, or problems, and you see in your teaching with the depending on the classes, sometimes you feel high and sometimes you feel low. The way you deliver the classes, the way content you delivered, but you should be able to recover back. Yesterday class has not gone well, you should be able to recover back in the next class and you should be able to do that. That is called resilient. Teaching can be thankless job at times, but a great teacher simply want to help the students. So your agenda to help the student. So you should be able to recover back whatever situation which you have, maybe in a teaching profession or maybe in your personal life. You should be able to recover back and stand in front of the students. And that sort of character is most important for a teacher. The next quality is perceptive. One of the primary role of a teacher is to track the student progress. The tracking a students is not that simply you to give some homework or give some test or give some quiz and or to keep a track of that he has scored so much. It's not just so simple. You should be able to make out the student before giving a question for itself. In this question for, if I give this sort of questions, he'll be able to answer that. Before his marks card comes, you know his marks. That sort of a bonding is required between teacher and the students, and that is called actually tracking the student. And that level of tracking is required for any teacher to be a best teacher. Reflective. After a good teacher delivers a lesson, the whatever he delivered, it immediately reflects on the students. Immediately you will come to know the what teaching I have done, the student understood much better. Or sometime you'll understand that today I'm not delivered properly. Easily you can make out. And that is the reflective feedback you get from the students. And you should be able to that sort of reflective. You should be able to take that sort of feedback without even questioning them. Looking at actually the class went well and looking at the response from the student, you should be able to reflect you, and the next class immediately you will be able to make a correction before they understand that you already made a correction and teaching in a different innovative way. That is called reflective, and that is one of the basic quality of any teacher. And you should be humble. Even the greatest teacher experience not the great days in the classroom. There will definitely be hurdles. Definitely there will be problems, and some mistakes which go through in the process from you also. But one thing is more important. Any mistake happens in front of a student or behind the student, you should be able to correct it immediately. Even if the student comes to know. It is more important. Student also will understand it is okay to make a mistake, but we should be able to correct it. And they have to learn. That is more important. Not hiding something. So the moment you start hiding and start impressing, you lose your best quality of duty as a teacher. Whatever mistake happens, you should be transparent, and immediately you know you will be able to recover back and put it in a better way. Curiosity is something actually very important for the students. We always say the best speaker is a best listener. In a similar way, the best teacher is a best student. It means while teaching itself, you will be learning a lot of things. So that you should have the curiosity of learning, and this learning should not end just because I have completed already degree, I'm already teaching. It should be a continuous process throughout your life till you die. Learning should continue. As you have so much curiosity to learn, so much best teacher will become. That curiosity should continue as a basic quality for any teacher. And you should be able to learn inside the class as well outside. It's that learning, a student should not go within you, even in your teaching or your outside. And the one more important basic quality as a teacher required is inclusive. In the classroom, when you enter, there will be more than 30, 40, 50 or 60 students will be sitting in the same classroom. All the students will not be equal each other in all respect. Maybe their skill level, maybe their talents, maybe their memory, maybe the way, the speed at which they're learning, maybe their economical background, maybe the physical look will be different in each other. But as a teacher, we should be able to look everybody equal. We should be able to consider in all respect equally to all the students. Then only we will become a best teacher. Otherwise, we will not be a best teacher. So we need to develop these few basic quality in our teaching to become the best teacher, the top teacher in our life. Thank you.